Try TV. It's your boy Lico Mac, man. We in the building. Well, we're not actually in the building. We outside, man, at beautiful Gateway Park, man. Right here off the beach, man. Here in, I guess it's South, North, Fort Worth, something like that. Anyway, it's a beautiful day out here. And like I said, we try our best to bring information. We call it bridging the community through hip-hop, but we like to bring inspirational stories to our family out there in the viewing world, as you want to say, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, but today I'm representing my aunt and also by Black 817. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time, y'all. We got to get up on that, man, and support one another and encourage one another. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about to me, anyway. But we here. We have a great guest today, and we'll be talking about something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, and I appreciate this young lady for being on and being for the courage to talk about this, because I've seen the story first on Facebook when she did a Facebook Live talking about it. And I was like, man, I would love to talk to you about what you just talked about. So, and it's something that's really going on in our communities that's really been tugging at me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I've been always wanting to talk to somebody who's either going through or have gone through this situation, you know. But first of all, before we get into that real quick, I want you, don't, this is going to be an awesome interview, I'm telling you, you know. First of all, I would like for you to introduce yourself, okay, and let us know a little bit about you real quick, and we'll get into what we came here for.
All right. Well, my name is Pastor Vanessa Clemmons. I'm here for Fort Worth, and I love God. I'm a Christian, and I have a lot of Christian values and morals, and God has brought me a long way. I do not argue people's views or opinions. I'm just here to tell my story and pray that it helps people to see the truth and God's word and come out of whatever situation you are in. So that's what God put in my heart and what I'm here to do.
Right.
Amen.
Amen. Amen for that. I mean, I want you to know you inspired me. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that, it really touched me, because it takes courage to come out of, because I know you face ridicule even while you're in it, but when you come out of it, you know, people's like, oh, you know how we do, you think you better, and you know, and oh, you can't, you know, now you judging and all this kind of crazy stuff that we do to one another, instead of inspiring and say, hey, I want to be, you know, we can't just say, hey, I want to be like that. How do I get out of this situation as well? So I'm a little bit, I know you do hair. Tell us a little bit about you. You know, tell us a little bit about what you do as far as that.
Okay. Well, what I do is I'm a barber and I'm a stylist. Okay. And I do anyone's hair, straight hair, natural hair. I specialize in locks, clipper cuts, and a lot of my work that I've done is on my Facebook as well. So that's what I do. And when I do it, that's also another way of ministry. Yeah. Is when people come sit in my chair, and I just love it. You know, free to I guess express that artistic side, you know, that God puts in you. So
right. And how long you been doing that?
I've been doing it maybe about 12 or 13 years.
Yeah, I know you've been doing it for a long time. I was sitting there thinking, like, man, how do I know Pastor Vanessa? How do I know her? I don't even remember how we know her, how we actually came in contact with one another. But I thank God for that, you know. And I, like I said, it's great to have you here. So we're gonna get into it. So I want y'all to listen, because this is something real important. Like I said, it's important to me, and I know it's important to a lot of people, because that's all we see on TV, on commercials, on everything now. And that's the gay agenda that's being pushed on our people, and not on our people, but on everybody, as far as, you know, the media and everything else. So tell us a little bit about your story, about you coming out of, you know, being in that lifestyle real quick. Tell us, you know, how it started, and just let us know a little bit about it.
Well, I always, ever since I was little, I didn't really understand or comprehend why I was attracted to the same sex. I just was. And later on, I realized that being raised in church, I knew that it wasn't what God had for my life. But being exposed to it and having someone who was older open that door to living a lesbian life, it helped spiral that into living in a homosexual lifestyle for 20-something years. Wow. I went down that path. Wow. You know, I went through molestation. I went through quite a few things. But before any of that happened, I was already exposed to the homosexual agenda that is plaguing our world right now. especially our young people.
Right.
There's a sexual identity crisis that's happening, and I was very exposed to it.
Wow.
And so it wasn't as popular as it in my day when I was younger, not that I'm so old, as it is now.
Right.
And so when I came out into it, it's like I spiraled so downhill, got into drugs and drinking, and it was just a world of sin. You know, a world of sin where I, it was women and trying to be with men and things like that. But the whole life story of in that lifestyle, without God in my life, it had a really big effect on having voids in my life, depression, wanting to commit suicide. It caused rifts in my family and all kind of things. But that's the kind of thing that happens when you don't have God. You don't put God first.
Right.
And so I went down about 20-something years down that life, and but I wanted to get out.
Okay.
And so that's the thing. I really wanted to get out, and I prayed to God and I asked Him, and He showed me a way out. I had to go through counseling and many deliverance sessions and things like that. And so what you see now is a product of, number one, wanting to get out.
Okay.
And so there's a big stigma on people forcing it. It's something that can't be forced. That goes with anything.
I got you. Okay.
That goes with anything. There has to be a want to do it.
Yeah.
And so with that want and God sending people in my life to help me, that's how I got to where I am now.
Wow,
Amen.
that's deep. Yes, amen, for real, amen, for real. I want to say, a lot of people, because, you hear a lot of people like, especially a lot of ladies, I'm tired of men, and I it'd be better with a woman. I mean, was it any different? Because I think that, being in a lifestyle like that, now you got to worry about the woman being with the man or with you, or she can still mess off, and she can still, and I know, as far as I heard, that a lot of women are more jealous than actually men are. I mean, how did you, did you really face that type of situation? I mean, going through that while you were in that situation?
I did go through that situation, because really what it is that people that are in the homosexual lifestyle, I'll speak for myself.
Gotcha.
Living in a homosexual lifestyle, I was looking for love more than anything.
Gotcha.
And so, because of former abuse, it opened that door to closing my heart to men.
Okay.
And so, when I would be involved with a woman, the love it was a perverted love, but the love was different because there was nurturing there.
Okay.
And so, with a woman that would nurture a certain side, and my hate that I had toward men,
gotcha.
it brought on confusion and a lot of things like that.
Right.
Not that I didn't like men, because I believe that the way we are naturally, the way God set us up, we are meant to be with the opposite, be with the opposite, sex.
Right.
So deep down inside, I believe no matter what, that the natural structure, the way God made us, is still there. Because even in my hate toward men, there was still an attraction. Okay. There still was.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Wow. I thought about that, and I was just wondering, about that situation, because you heard just women saying, I'm like, dang, if it's the same, you're still in a relationship, they can be jealous, they can fight, they can, we can still do the same thing. So, but I'm just glad that you saw a way and got out. You know what I'm saying? You're not still stuck in that lifestyle.
Yes.
And like I said, I know you're not in the judging business or nothing like that. We're not here to judge nobody.
No.
We're just here to give you some inspiration to let you know there is a way out for those that's looking for a way out. And that's what we're here talking about. Your way out, you know what I'm saying, and how you got out. Another thing real quick I wanted to ask you too while I got you here is that, being born in a, gay, or homosexual or whatever you want to say, do you believe that a person can be born? Because I'll be honest with you, I know a lot of people born blind, and there's some people that's born without bodies and arms, and I believe that it could be some people that are born with more female homo. I was a guy when I was growing up. It was his brother who was, he could be 3. You know, he was like 3 or 4, and I know that he couldn't been taught that early. Now that's my opinion. That he couldn't been taught to be feminine as he was, and he's still in this lifestyle today.
Yes.
So what is your opinion on being? If you think someone can be born like that? I mean, it's just in your opinion. Like I said, this is our opinion, y'all.
Now, I do want to clarify that I don't argue people's views and things like that.
Right.
But people that are born blind and born with disabilities is totally different than someone who says that they're born gay or lesbian. Okay, there's something different, because there's a such thing as the demonic world. Okay. The demonic world and generational curses.
I agree with that.
So for me, for example, I can speak for me, is that my biological family, it was passed down. You know, so there were people in my family who lived a certain lifestyle, and so that demonic attachment, was passed down. So we are not born into, no, let me say it, we're born into sin, but along the way, if that door becomes open through things that we do, and we activate that thing can come up in us and begin to manifest.
Gotcha.
But we are not born. God does not make mistakes when He made us.
Gotcha.
He does not make mistakes when He made us. And so that has also been a really big issue, is that people believe that they're born gay, and you're not. And matter of fact, to even go further, there is no scientific study that proves this. They're even science. Even if we don't talk from the Christian value, even science has clarified that there's no such thing.
Wow.
So it's a spiritual thing.
Gotcha.
It's a spiritual, and it's a demonic thing that is taking over, and it has nothing to do with you believing that you're born that way. Yes.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, like I say, I appreciate that, because that didn't like me, like I said, that's just my thoughts, and that's just what I always, thought. Like, man, how do you? But I definitely agree. I definitely agree. And another thing we was talking about, since we were on this subject, well, how do you feel? And again, we're not judging no one for their lifestyle and nothing like that. I just want to know, as far as people, they're raising children, and I know you said that your family had that, kind of had it. Do you think that with men and men raising a son, or women and women raising a daughter, or vice versa, do you think that will have an effect on that child? Like I say again, this is just us talking, you know what I'm saying? So don't take this and be like, oh, we ain't hearing the bash. We just asking questions, and then you getting our thoughts. So what do you think about that? Do you think that's something that can work, or has it, just in your opinion, or what your thoughts?
No, it's something that shouldn't be. Because a child does not fully understand a lot of things. So in a lot of ways, it corrupts not just the mind of the child, but it corrupts their spirit. So what God says is not supposed to be, because of what they see, and it's something that is condoned. It begins to build on their mind frame of, well, this is what I seen, this is what I know, this is what I grew up with. So there has to be something right about it. And anything that's against the Word of God, it'll alter how a child will perceive it. They'll perceive it. So the Bible may say something is wrong, but if you really don't live by the standards, you won't line up with that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
So,
and and I know you're mostly talking spiritually, which is more important than being here, you know what I'm saying, on earth, because like I say, we have to make sure that our soul lives. You know, you don't want to die twice, you know what I'm saying, as the saying goes. You die once, you want to live that spiritual life. We all have I just always say we're all ex something. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
nobody really has the finger to point at nobody else. I might not be what you've done. I might not be a drinker or a cursor or in the gang. I might not be that, but I have something that I have to deal. We all got our cross to bear, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, like I said, I want to thank you. We're here talking to Pastor Vanessa Clemmons, and I want to thank you again for for being a part and really expressing your feelings and being open. You like to say the open book that you are to our people, and I'm hoping that there's something that's being said that's helping somebody out there. So really, we got somebody. You know, I just want to give a shout out. I know we gonna close out here in a minute, but I want to give a shout out to this young lady. Who we got with us today?
This is my spiritual mom. She's my heart. She's my pastor as well. Pastor Sonia Taylor.
Okay.
Yes.
Pastor Sonia Taylor. I'm sorry, but there was a B on the microphone.
She comes and supports me, and she's my life coach, and a really big part of my life that helped me see the truth in who I am. So yes, she comes support, and
that's awesome. You gotta have that support system.
You do.
You gotta
strong
have
support system.
Yeah, somebody like say. I mean, I think a lot of us, even I'm included. You know, we all sometimes just like somebody had a boogie in their nose or something. You know, we don't. You know, instead of saying, "Hey, man, you got a boogie in your nose or your flies on here," we just kind of overlook you. We don't say nothing like, "Man, if you my homeboy, why you didn't tell me I had a?" You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think we need to start really being more 100 as we say with our people. You know, and really start telling it like it is. And cause we know that agenda is out there real strong. So right now, what are you doing now? And how can people get in touch with you if they wanted to? I mean, or who would you advise them to get in touch with if they were somebody right there looking and saying, I'm really struggling. I want to get out this thing. You know, how can I get out? What's your advice?
Number one, I put a lot of emphasis on is that number one, there's got to be a want. Okay, there's got to be a want to get out, and once you have that want to get out, you need to get into a strong Bible-based church. Okay, really strong Bible-based church, because you're gonna need it for the process and the journey. And so I go to New Life Worship Center, and New Life Worship Center Church, and it's off Brentwood Stair. Okay. And I don't have the address off the top of my head.
What is it by?
But it is next to it's like a shopping strip next to a U-Haul storage place right over there. Okay. I wish I knew the address off the top.
Okay, if I get it, I'll put it on the screen for you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Yes, but New Life Worship Center, Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Okay. And then Tuesday night Bible studies at 7:30 p.m. So it's really important that you get into a strong Bible-based church that will tell you truth, okay, and sound doctrine. And you can also reach me on my Facebook. Okay. I come in love, and I spread love, because that's what the world needs. Right. That's what the world needs. They need love, and they need a lot of it. Right. So you want to be somewhere where not only you'll get support and the truth, but you'll be loved. Yeah. At the same time. Because you gotta have it, not bash, beat over the head, type situation. But like I said, that love is very important. That we need to give. And like I said, I'm definitely gonna put that on there. And what's your Facebook page? My Facebook, you can find me at Vanessa Clemmons. Vanessa, and then Soletic is Souletic, and then Clemmons. Okay. Yes. Okay, I put that on there too as well, so people can check you out on your Facebook and really get in touch, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I appreciate you, because this here, I hope, inspires and touches someone who's struggling, not only with the lifestyle, but anything that we deal with, because we all dealing with something. Yes. I don't care if it's from looking at porn to women to whatever it may be, men, whatever you got going on, alcohol, drug, whatever, that you can understand that you have to be willing to want to be delivered from whatever it is that you're going through. And that's the first point to me, is just saying, hey, like they tell you, alcoholic means, hey, I'm Angelico McKenna, I'm alcoholic. Yes. Your first thing is expressing, hey, that's you being knowledgeable or truthful with yourself. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I think that's what happened in your case, and I think that's what brought you to where you are today. Yes. And being being able to say
what you're saying, because a lot of people probably do it and don't want to be ridiculed. I mean, I'm gonna stay back, but I think your testimony is what He brings you through that for a reason, so you can tell
He does
what's going on, and you can help somebody else that you struggle. Because a lot of people feel like they're alone. You know, do you feel like you think that as well? Did you feel alone?
I did, because a lot of times the gay homosexual lifestyle is not. I believe a lot of people don't know how to deal with it, or they don't want to be truthful and ask for help, because some people don't either know how to deal with it, or there is always where there's a stigma of thinking that all Christians hate people that are gay. We don't hate the person, we hate the sin. Okay?
Yeah.
So that is the misunderstanding, is that people will turn your sin, whether it be alcohol or drugs or gay or whatever, that people will begin to hate you, and thinking that they just hate the sin, but really they can't stand you.
Wow.
So there's no way that you can fully love a person to Christ, and you don't have the love for someone who's broken.
Wow.
You don't. And I also wanted to say one more thing, that today I was praying, and the Lord told me to tell His people that there will be many people that will be deceived in these last days, okay? And that you need to come back to Christ while there is a time now, while there is a chance, okay? Because time is running short, and so people that are fearful of telling where they come from, or they may be jeopardizing saving a soul.
Right.
So I always say that if I'm transparent about where I've been and what I've done will help save one soul, while the 1,000 hate me, I'll do it for the one.
Wow.
That's love.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. I think that is beautiful, and like I said, hopefully that we'll get some response from this, and because I want to spread it all over social media as much as possible.
Yes.
I'll give you a copy as well, so you can have it.
Amen.
And share it, because like I said, I think that we just gotta really start being truthful with ourselves that way, and stop being ashamed of things that we've done. And because we people, we are who we are,
Yes.
So all these talk shows are so famous that we can judge that person on TV, so they don't know me, but I can judge them, on who they are. But we got to get out of that point and understand that we got to come in love, and I just think it's great, and that's something else I wanted to commend you on, because before when I did the interview, you said, let me pray about it. Let me talk to God about it before I give you an answer. Let me talk to Him and consult Him first, and then I get back with you.
Amen.
And I commend you on that. That's something I work and strive to do as well, is put God more in my life, the Most High in my life, on decisions I make. And I pray that would be, in the hole I'm in myself, certain things, if I added Him more in my life. So, but I want to thank you. You want to say hello or shout out to anybody, or give anybody any encouraging words before we get up out of here?
I want to thank God for all that He's done for me, and everything that I do. He gets all glory in my life. I take none of His glory. To the ones that have really been in my life, Pastor Sonia, Pastor John Taylor, my parents that raised me in church, and the reason why I'm saved today, that I know Jesus Christ. And so I'm just grateful for what God is doing. And so there are some things that are to come that I'm working on, and they will come. And if you are listening, and there you are at a point in life to where you feel like you're going to give up, or that there's no way out, do not listen to the lies of the devil to make you think that you cannot come out of where you are. I'm a living testimony that you can. That you can, and it is possible. And there is a support system out here that will love you to Christ. Okay? I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. Just the devil.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. And I think that's good too, to understand that there's a process. And sometimes we fall, and you might be trying to work on it, and you might have been good for 3 months, and you might fall back. But don't be discouraged, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that flesh is weak. It's always, like you said, you know, the soul is, you know, as he tries to strive, the flesh is always weak. That's the thing that you were saying earlier. It's an everyday struggle to try to keep that flesh suppressed. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the struggle that we all go through every day, but I understand it's even harder when when you're dealing with certain things and you have to stay away from the alcohol or whatever it is that you're dealing with, the lies or whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank you again, sister, for being open and being 100 with our family out here, man. Because you answered a lot of questions for me, and I hope you answered a lot of questions for our viewers out here. And like I said, hit her up. You know, how can they hit you up again on Facebook?
Just look for me at Vanessa Clemmons. Vanessa Clemmons. And also I'm coming out January 1st with a book, and it's going to be called Wicked.
Wow. I was going to ask you if you had a book in the plan.
I do. It's in the process. And it's coming out January 1st, 2018, and it's called Wicked. You know, there's always another side to a person, and so I go into more detail about my life and where I've been and the process of coming out of the homosexual lifestyle.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to have you back when you get that book cover and everything, you know, so we can push them book sales and you know, and get all that stuff going. So I want to thank you again. You stay blessed, stay encouraged. You know what I'm saying? I'm only a phone call away, and I'm pretty sure that you have, like, say, our sister here. You know, everybody's that's supporting you, man. Thank you for being there for her and the others that's gonna come to you. So thank you so much, Pastor. You know, I appreciate it, and thank y'all for looking, man. I hope you got something out of it. It's Try TV. We're bridging the community through hip hop. Y'all be blessed. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you back again here real soon, man. It's your boy Lico Mac. Man, boy, I tell you, we getting it in, man. It is what it is, man. We'll see you next time. Peace.